This episode is brought to you by stress. Okay, stress. If you're stressful or need more stress in your life, use this coating, Naziol ZR53. If you love stress, no slight to them, it's a hard coating to use. In this episode, EC Details, Fake Detailer, In the Life, Day in the Life. I'm gonna walk you through a process that we did. Took 2 days. Usually take 4 hours for me to do a coating on a car that's brand new. It took 2 days of this coating install. And what this episode is gonna show you, tips and tricks, crybaby la-las, and hopefully you'll learn a thing or two of how to overcome hard stuff. Cause this coating was like going to college again, dude. Like taking 2 degrees, right? A couple things in this video that I use, all will be in the description below. Enjoy the video. I did have another intro to start. I just felt like this one had to be said. Stay tuned. Let's get rolling. Eddie Clone, EC Details. Welcome back to another day in the life of a fake detailer. Today is Friday, 4/21. Just finished my real job. Got my second job. Details this weekend. We have a 5-year ceramic coating on a brand new Ford. Let me show you some things. We're gonna put some things together, right? So here's what I got. Doug Detail, that's on his channel. Stars and Stripes. Kind of scares me because how does it work on trim? It being, you know, a touchless system. I'm gonna compare it to like built Hamburg, right? And then we have to get, bro, dropping that's like dropping 60 bucks. All right, so we have nothing in here. We're gonna prep it for ceramic coating. So what I do is I generally open this door up to get the vibe. It's about 58 degrees outside. 58 degrees outside. And yeah, check this out. Check that out. So gotta set the garage up. How I get ready is I pick my chemicals or the way I want to tackle the car today. Clayed, polished before dinner, or get the polish done after dinner, coat it tonight to pick up tomorrow, because then tomorrow we have another detail. So I'm having to work back to back. So it'll be a late night tonight. It shouldn't take that long if I use, depending on the condition of the car, right? So let's go over the kind of wash I want to do. Generally, with something like that, I would probably use like a rinseless, like I always do. Then I'll use an APC depending on the film. So I would spray APC on, you know, you've seen Ivan LaCroix do it. You spray APC on, spray it off, do your rinseless wash, you know, pre-spray with the rinseless wash, clean it. But I'm gonna show you a different way. I think it'll be a lot faster. Using a new product I've been testing, not new to you, but new to me. I've been testing in the shop here. So let me show you that. We're gonna use MSN, Coach Chemi, it's multi-star. This is an APC, degreaser type ordeal. We'll put it in a foam cannon, let it sit, let it do its thing, spray it off. And then the question I'm gonna get asked is like, so Eddie, we're doing that, why wouldn't we just do a soap wash? Cause I don't want that, I don't wanna have to do a bucket wash, bro. Like for me, it's the rinsing off that's annoying, you know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna use Hero. If you missed that launch last night, Between You and God, sold out. Oh, shout out to some of the subscribers that won and they emailed me on time, sold out. So I think Brandon Nixon and another guy, I owe you something. I don't know what we're gonna do. I think Brad's gonna come up with a solution. He gave me one, but yeah. So we'll find out what we're gonna do for you. You still win, you might have to wait. So we got Hero as our contact wash, MSN as like our pre-soak tire cleaner. Let's talk about that. There's been a lot of chiming in chat about ADS tire cleaner, using it 4-to-1. So we're gonna grab ourselves ADS tire cleaner. We're gonna dilute that 4-to-1. We're gonna do the tires with that and the rims. It now becomes, and we'll just see how it works together. Compound. Generally for black GM paint, there's only a few I like to go to, but I wanna try something different tonight to see if I could get the same kind of results without having to worry. I am gonna use, we'll pair it up with a pad. So we got a couple options here, right? We have PNS correction liquid. Hard pass on that. On black paint, for some reason, I'm getting hazing. Everything else is amazing. On black paint, that sucker hazes. It's your technique. Shut up. No, it's not. My rotary skills are sick. All right, we have Gold Standard. We've been using that a lot. That's probably like the 5th container I've used. Let's see what else we got. Oh, you know what? We could do this. We could do Car Tech. Yeah, that might, let's bring that over here. Let me think about that one. That's a good one. Car Tech 12,000. We could use Angel Wax. Dude, Angel Wax is one of my favorite compounds in the whole world. Not sure what this is doing there. You know, that's not a compound getting. All right, I have. Oh, where's the other one? This one, I've been testing it. Shout out to Carzilla again. Stuff is real good. It cuts, doesn't dust like it used to. The old one sucked. Jazz Car. When you see something that says intensive defect removal, excellent gloss, I'm a hard pass on that one. What's this? Ooh, this one, Diamond Protect Fast Cut. That stuff is great. Hold the phone there. Look, a lot of you are gonna troll me. If this didn't suck, if Danny didn't come at me sideways, I would use this, right? So since Danny came at me sideways, all right, that made it to the trash. And then we have S2 Black, but extreme cut. So yeah, let's do this. Let's do medium cut, swirl remover, but I want to jewel the paint, so I don't really want to use that one. Let's do this one. This is what happens when you have too much products, dude. Like if it wasn't for YouTube, I'll probably use DIY and Angel Wax, I'm gonna be honest. But we'll use Redemption Ultra Fine. We'll put it against Car Tech Ultra Finish. I used to be a huge Perfect Finish fan, but then everyone started using it, and I was like, I want to be different. I want to be different. And I was like, let me try something else. And then, ooh, 3D1, too. Dude, you can't go wrong. Let's put 3D1 in a rotation. We'll test those to see which one. I do want to show you one compound that everyone sleeps on that is tremendous. Let's go over here. And I might just use this if I'm being honest. So right now, Finesse from NV. Yeah, we're gonna use that. Finesse from NV is a phenomenal finishing compound. It's aggressive enough to be like a one step, but it's delicate enough to give me that vibe of finish, like a jeweling. And then let's pick our pad here. So I'm gonna do a rotary finish today. So we're gonna use DIY. Let's try that. Let's try Buff and Shine's Eurofiber soft foam. Right, when you think of a coating that's supposed to last 5 years, first thing that comes to mind is like, is it truly gonna last 5 years with maintenance? Any coating will last as long as you want with proper maintenance put out. What I want is a ceramic coating that if you do not take care of it, you can still get some of the properties even after X amount of time, right? So there's only a few that I really tried in Idaho that does God's work. I'm out of ADS. I ordered 3 boxes. DIY Detail 5-year does God's work. I heard this one coating as y'all, dude. We're doing Nazial. We'll test Nazial. Things have changed. The car came in. I showed you the size of the car. We could fit huge cars, huge trucks in here, right? So this is a brand new truck. Let me show you the condition of the car. I did send photos already, so I use your able for that. And then the process of cleaning is going to change for me a little bit. And this is what I'm talking about. Like sometimes you just have to know when to fold them. No, I'm joking. Sometimes you just need to know what you need to do for the car in order to get to the next step. So let me show you this car, brand new. Okay. If I show you the light, because I did my inspections, there is no type of marring. Only one. I saw one right here, which this one I did tell the guy about. But this truck looks brand new, brand new. Barely has any dirt on it. Some water spots. He ran into the washer for me. So it's gonna change. Like what I'm gonna do, my wash process for this is definitely changing. So instead of doing a full decon bath with an APC, it doesn't have a lot of grime on it. So I'm gonna put back MSN, right? I am going to still use the wheel cleaner to do some cleaning of the wheels. We're gonna dilute that together 4:1. I am gonna do, this is what's weird, right? I'm gonna test the section with iron to see if there's any iron fallout. Because even on the paint itself, it doesn't feel like it has anything on it. So I'm just gonna do a rinseless wash. I'm using Hero, ADS Hero. I'm gonna use it inside my detail keg. 1 gallon should be enough to do this whole car, and I got 2.5 gallons in the bucket. We'll do a wash. We'll do that together. I'll do the wheels. We'll do that together, and then I might switch up the coating based on his needs and what we discussed off camera. I got these beakers at KCX, the website. I don't know. I wanted to be a nerd. We're gonna mix it here. Okay. Look at all that. That's super extra. Like, just put water in the freaking thing. I just wanted to do it for the visuals, but that's super extra. You don't need all that noise. It's 40 in the IK. I got it at the perfect dilution so it can have air to water mixture. Okay. Got the foamer here. And then let's clean some tires, huh? What we get a lot is, Eddie, how does ADS work 4-to-1? I'm gonna show you this tire. It's not super dirty, don't judge me. I just wanna show you that you can. It's a matte wheel and won't damage it. Okay, 4-to-1. That's the foaming capability you get. I'm gonna use a couple of these brushes not to scratch my rim. This is from Ethos. The problem is, it don't fit. I'm gonna grab that. This is the new tire brush for the big tires, and you can see how it just attacks browning at 4-to-1. It's still better than most tire cleaners. It hits hard. I'll show you that it didn't destroy the rim. You see some of the marks that were on the tire? It came off. I could get that off here or something else, but it did not damage the wheel. And just dry the rim. And I want to show you it did not damage the matteness of the car. I get prepped, so I look at the car when it comes. I thought it was in worse condition. And then I start my process. For me, this wash literally takes 15 minutes. It doesn't need a clay, it has less than 1,000 miles on it. And I don't have a lot of pressure in the keg right now, only about 100 or so PSI, because the car is not dirty. And to get this done quickly, just throw a sponge in. We'll grab one here. Legacy sponge, rinseless 10, description below. And I'll have the double flush below. So I treat it like soap. No pressure. Back and forth with a double flip. Okay, get the end. I have that dirt before I put it in the bucket. I'll go again. That's one side. I'll go up, flip it over. I get under here and we'll clean the glass so nothing gets stuck. All right, I get my towel. I'm not doing a drying aid because we're gonna do a coating, and I will just dry this area, including half the hood I did, and just soft. Like when you're using this, it's a little grabby because this towel is so plush. It's done. Literally took me 15 minutes after I dropped the camera. Let me show you this. And the car looks wonderful. You can see, we can get up close. Looks wonderful. It actually looks amazing. Okay, all I did was use ADS Hero to do my rinseless wash. I cleaned everything, cleaned the roof, cleaned the mirrors. The tires are clean. And now we're to this step. And you're like, Eddie, you didn't clay it. No, it doesn't need it. It's a brand new car, it doesn't. You're doing more work. You're doing more work. And then whatever is left on the panel, okay, I'm gonna take it with a polish because I am jeweling the paint. I am chasing some scratches, and you can look here. Let me pull this camera off here. Let me pull this out. You remember I thought there was a scratch right there? Looks like it was just dirt. So Hero took all that dirt off. Look at the panel. The panel looks wonderful. And we're just gonna jewel the paint. You can see some things right there, right here, that I have to chase. But other than that, Gucci. Now, Ford paint can be finicky. So I know what compound I want to use, but the question is, do I jump in and explain what I'm using? Yeah, sure, I'll jump in and explain what I'm using. Let's go over this. So my machines that I always use to polish and cut a car is a rotary. So I've been using ShineMate a lot in my business. I got a video coming out soon about the history of ShineMate because we just think it's like Chinese crap. ShineMate's busting. So I use a ShineMate rotary corded. I have a ShineMate rotary cordless, the new one, the Merca if I need it, and then 2 pads. So I have a Buff and Shine soft Euro pad flat, and I have the DIY Details pad, which if you haven't used this pad, is super good. Rinseless 10, save you money. The 3 compounds I want to talk about that I want to use just to see which one would give me the best finish. Like, I don't want to take forever to cut this, right? It's already nighttime, so I got to finish this and coat it so I can have it done by tomorrow. So we have it refinished. I always beat it because I'm a G. Did you see that? Speed 1, right? And then you want to take it and then just saw, right? I don't like to do cross hatching, but I do it for YouTube because people get wild. I think cross hatching is a waste of time. You can clearly see where the line went. Just when you're doing finishing with the rotary, always keep it flat. Always keep it flat. No pressure needed. So let me get up close because I don't think we understand the brevity of this. That looks so good. I don't even want to use nothing else. There's no hologram marks, right? You see that? None. You can tell if there was, the lights up here that you can see will look hazy. If you go to speed 1, stay in speed 1, you get a soft pad, don't put any pressure, you can do a real good finishing. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm not gonna test any other compounds. I like the way refinish works. And for me, doing too much test spots to chase that perfection, to get 2% more, not worth it. That's just, this is how I do me, you do you. But I'm gonna finish doing this. We'll be back. Had a bunch of issues, check this. So you're like, Eddie, you didn't wipe that off. I don't never go in dry. I don't have rinseless. I dumped it out like an idiot. Or I would have went in with the Hero rinseless. But then I didn't want to add any polymers, but you see? So I pre-sprayed the whole thing. I did this whole section. Remember, it's just a polish. It's not a compound, so it's jeweling. It's okay if it gets on the paint. You're like, Eddie, that's a lot. Well, it's a lot for you. It's not a lot for me because I like to smooth over and go twice just to get the clear coat to look good. And I like to go section by section. You can see that. All right, I'm gonna finish the other side of the car and we'll get to coating. I finished polishing the car. It is 9:59 p.m. on a Friday. Couple things that I learned. Frustrating, not gonna cap. Okay? Couple things that kind of, let me take this off. A couple things that I learned that really frustrated me. One, I went one side with the rotary just fine. I was stupid, switched up the compound to test something. And as I was switching the compound up, I was under the impression, right? This is what you get when you assume, that it was doing a good job. Come to find out, when I turned the light on this side, I'll show you over here. When I turned the light on this side, because I have these lights, I have those lights, right? Whole side was hologrammed because the compound I was using was too aggressive for this paint. A couple lessons learned here, chaps, ladies. Trust but verify, you know what I'm saying? I'm frustrated, I'm being honest, because I wasted an hour of my life that I could never get back. If I would have just stayed with the freaking refinish, if I would have stayed with this, it would have been, I'd have been done like 45 minutes ago, but I had to redo the whole side, redo the whole hood. Now I'm gonna panel prep it, and I'm gonna try to coat this tonight. So a couple lessons I want to teach you is always have a light. Don't think that you're God at detailing. Check your work, check it twice. Because could you imagine if I coated over that because I panel prep then check it because my eyes suck, and the next morning dude pulls it out and all of a sudden we have a hologram city? Yeah, it won't be good, okay? So that was a learning opportunity and that frustrated me. Anyway, that was my venting. That's real life. I'll show you what the car looks like now. It looks real good. So here's the truck. well, the lights are on, so it's a little more bluish, but I got it cherried out. You see, the paint looks real good. The flakes are out, and I'm getting some streaking. So I'm gonna apply less, but I'm used to using like ADS or Clarity or Veritas where I don't get any streaking. So maybe it's how I'm applying it. I always double up with the towel. Let me show you here. You can see on black, it's very easy to see here. Okay. Hi. All right. So I'll just squirt a little bit. So far I've tested Clarity from NV. I've used that for years, talking about years. That was one of my favorite panel preps ever. I got Naziol here. I got my Saber. I got 2 Ripping Rags Pearls Ultras. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna do that section with it. I'm gonna see how it works and utilize it. Always shake it. Shout out to Jeremy too, because he's the one who sent me this. Like that. Never applied this before, so I usually don't like to apply coatings that I don't know how to apply at night, because you know, brother's tired, dude. Make sure I don't miss any of it. If my pad is too wet or my microfibers are too wet, then I waited too soon. If I see that it's picking up and it's starting to separate like it is here, I then grab that section and I'll level it. And I'm just leveling it section by section. Like I said, I don't like applying new coatings when I'm tired, but this is part of that. And you can still tell my rag's not wet. That on there for 10 seconds. It's not coming off. So this coating, I had to repolish this whole section here because I thought it took a little longer to set. Even using coating to restart it won't. So I have to actually go in and polish that. Yeah, that sucks. So lesson learned. But the rest turned out great. 10:48 p.m. on Friday night. And another issue with ZR53. I'm not sure what the freak is going on, but I applied hundreds of coatings. One's harder than this, but for some reason it's drying real quick. I don't have any time, so I'm literally having to do like a 1x1. Well, if I was using quartz, I could have done half the panel in this humidity, this heat. So I'm not sure if I got a weird bottle or I'm not freaking sure. But I had to remove another high spot. With that, I'm like, screw it, finish it tomorrow. I have another detail at 1 p.m., so I'll finish this Parkis on the last bay. And we'll see you tomorrow, film the rest of this and show you the outcome. 7:52 the next day. I woke up earlier because I was kind of upset. What are you talking about? Like the coating, the Naziol ZR53. Let's take that in for a second, okay? Let's decompress. Some of the feedback I got is it's like ultra, so you can only do a 2x2 section. You have to wipe it off real quick. So if you buy that coating, don't do it outside. Don't sock it up without a garage door. It's a little harder to work with. All right, you just have to learn how it works and runs. It'll probably be a good coating. Not sure. I already have it on half the truck. I'm gonna switch it up, do another coating on the other half, or I'll just finish it. I don't know. Just test it. But it's coffee time. You know how we roll here. I'm feeling real Georgia today. Georgia. Best part of waking up. All right, here's a couple things too. So if you're running a detail business and you're gonna have 5 coatings in a row, don't make the excuse of I should have done like overnight shipping or I should have shipped it. I ordered coatings from ADS because I was gonna do quartz here, and I thought I had one in stock. I didn't. So that's on me. Think about future, right? Invest now, have it, and then that forces you to either talk to your customers about ceramic coating, bring it up more often because you have inventory you want to get rid of, and things of that nature. That's just my advice for you. So today we're gonna bang this car out. Hopefully I get this up before 7 o'clock today. All right, listen, I left this overnight because I thought I was gonna finish last night, but that's what happens when you suck. I always panel prep again, so I'll do slight sprays. I'll spray inside my Klein just to get it so it's not dragging on raw paint. And I'll come in and I'm just gonna get this rolling here. A couple of things I would change about this panel prep in particular that like Clarity does or Clarify and that ADS doesn't do. It's sometimes if you put too much it smears, right? So then you're caught with your pants down. But that's just me, that's the experience I'm getting. Shake your bottle of Naziol. Shake it real good to get the solids from I don't know, dude. Whatever makes you, whatever you want to insert here, insert whatever comment you want here on what to do. And now the feedback I got is I'm gonna add a little bit, and then let's get you up here, okay? And then what you want to do is I'm gonna come in. I'm only gonna do a 2 by 2 feet section, and I'm gonna instantly wipe off. That's how fast you have to be. It reminds me of like System X. It reminds me of System X Diamond. You wipe off, you're like, Eddie, it's not setting. I'm telling you right now, if you let that set longer than what I'm doing right here, you're gonna have a freaking nightmare on your hand. All right, so if you follow those rules, it then becomes an easier application. And then you want to be mindful of high spots because it will require you to polish the car. I always come in, do this last part last because you don't want to miss the crevices, especially it's a dark spot in my garage here on this spot right here. So you can see it, and then wipe that off. I'll give you an example of like the ethos. So I prime my pad. I'm gonna do this whole section of ethos just to give you an overview of the ease. When I say ease of use, I'm talking about time, flash times, bigger sections, you know what I'm saying? So if you're looking for a coating, the 3 that I suggest is DIY, ADS Quartz, Ethos V2, Drive has one. If you want something that you're like, oh man, Eddie, what would you choose like right now? If what would you choose right now? It would be ADS Quartz, DIY Detail 5-year, C6, which you have to apply for that. Ethos, right? Ethos V2. But let me show you this paint here, and I'm gonna show you the section we're gonna do. So I always come across when I do a bigger section. I come down, I'm gonna box that in like that. Always grab the plastic, don't be cheap, fellas, all right, ladies? And then what I like to do is fill it in. Now, I would never do circles with the other one. Take too long, dude. It will flash your face, your mom, your sister. It will flash your community. It's bad, bro. Like, it's not a bad coating, it's just you have to learn to use it, right? And then what this allows me to do is make sure I cover everything evenly as to avoid some high spots. And then look, you see how oil slicks? I'll give that another like 35 seconds, 35 to a minute, but you can see the oil slickness, and I'm blind. So anything to help these eyes give me social cues to know when you're ready to go helps me. ADS will haze, DIY Detail will have this kind of slick look. C6 will have kind of like this. And then Owner's Pride has the beading, you know, when you see it sweat, let it sweat and then wipe it off. But you can see even coverage on here. Look, I'm just giving you guys advice as to starting off, trial and error, the struggles you may have, because I'm having them. And I do like 5 to 10 coatings a month. Like, so if I'm struggling yesterday and I do it all the time, like you buying it, I'm trying to make it easy for you all when you buy it. Once it starts to separate a little more, we're Gucci, kids. We could just wipe that off. So I'll show you. A wipe off would be just like that. I always go section by section. You're not wiping it out. It's more like a leveling the coating. Ceramic coating, pretty easy. I switched up the game. I went from NZR 53 back to ethos for the rest of the side. Now I'm gonna show you a couple things. There's a couple things that maybe you learned from this vlog today. It's one, not every coating's the same. You know, do a test spot. Now I will going forward. You know what I'm saying? Naziol ZR53 is not a bad coating. It's just a terrible. Terrible is a bad word. It's a harder install, so treat it as you would if you use Crystal Silver Ultra or System X. They're expensive one, though, the $300 one. I'm gonna show you how to remove a high spot. Well, you're like, I already know how. No. I wanna show you how to remove a high spot on a coating that's dry without aggregating the coating. Does that make sense? Without, just non-abrasive polish to get the high spot off, so you don't have to reapply the ceramic for the area. I'm doing my final inspection. Generally, I'll take this light. It doesn't have to be on G-on. It's a scan grip, dude. I got it for cheap. Okay? A scan grip, okay? I like it because when you turn this on here, this diffuses the light perfectly on the black paint in this environment to show me high spots. And you can see that, right? So that high spot is the Naziol coating, and you could tell it's a high spot because this doesn't have it, but when you come here you could just see it. Type of thing, take it, we're gonna put it on my Murky. Okay, let me put it on my Merca. And I only put a couple drops here, and it's just to revitalize this piece here. And look, you can't see that, so you want to make sure that you get good lighting, because you can't see that, but you turn the light on it. My mom could see that. My sister sleeping could see that. Sock could see that. Look at all that hot trash, okay? Garbage. All right, take your Murky. I'm gonna dab. And I'm gonna hit that spot. And then just let it do it work a little bit. I have enough on here to actually do the whole headlight too. And I'll show you that it's still hydrophobic. I'll show you that it's still there once I finish. So let me show you with the light so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me take my clean, and then you can see that it's gone. You see? So reduce that high spot so that way you don't have to cut the whole paint again. And it's still hydrophobic, super slick. So I'm gonna show you with a little bit of water there that coating is still there. And you can see, hydrophobic, nothing changed. So I'll just take that, wipe it. So that's just proof that it's there, okay? It's still there. I'm not cheating the customer. I was thinking last night, see, and this is why I had to wake up early. I was just thinking last night, oh my Lord, bro, why did I take compound to that again? Why didn't I just do essence? Because I'm an idiot. I forgot I had it, right? So then I'm sitting here doing the other side of the car. I'm like, another freaking high spot. Go in the cabinet, see essence. Look, essence is a Swiss Army. You should have it in your arsenal if you do a lot of coatings that are hard to get off. That way you're not having to compound the whole thing. Reapply ceramic, it's horrendous. Glory, this left side, I call stress. We finished it. It looks absolutely wonderful. It looks amazing. Just because you have a bad day, your customer doesn't need to know. We coated all the rims. This side is super glossy too. So yeah. We use Naziol Z53, go 1 inch by 1 inch. I use Ethos Matrix 2 for this side. I use Naziol for this side. And all of this that I had to go back in and use CarPro Essence on like 90% of it because I didn't capture it all. But you can tell by the paint. You can tell by the paint work here. No high spots on any of the parts of the coating. So we finished the ride. The ride was looking sick. We had some up and downs like my weight. It was a struggle this episode, but that's good. I'm glad that all the bad things are happening and being caught and shared. Because here's the thing, right? Detailing is all about the good and the bad. You can't have it one way without the other, you know what I'm saying? So I hope you enjoy this kind of content. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. EC Details, Road to 5,000, sponsored by Ethos. And if you're looking for a straight coating to use my top 3 and save yourself some time, bro, please. Here's my top 3. What's your top 3? Okay, ADS Quartz, DIY Detail 5-year, Ethos Graphene V2 Matrix, and then we have Drive. Drive has their coating 3-year in it. For me, those 3 have been solid. If you want dummy proof, because I'm a dummy. But if you want hard and you love stress in your life, you know, Naziol makes great products. But this coating, you're gonna have to go little by little, bro. It'll take you double the time because you can't go the panel like you used to. Okay, this is God punishing me for everyone struggling with HydroSave. I get it now. I didn't have that experience, Eddie. I'm hearing in chat. I know you didn't. I did. It's on me. But EC Details, all the things I use are linked in the description below. They do help the channel. They do help the giveaways. And you're like, what giveaways? If you weren't on the Hero podcast, you know, Armor Detail Supply giveaway, half the inventory, giveaway a Rupus polisher, giveaway money. I give away about $700. And all that's funded by this channel, by you, and how you help us grow. With that, have a good weekend. Eddie Cologne, I'm out. Bye.